So, if you're ready to learn how to optimize your Follow Boss Smart List, type yes into the chat.
I'm excited
Oh,
about this. This is a huge pain point for sure.
So, Follow Boss Smart Lists are awesome, but there are some limitations. So, let's say we have a weekly list of your hot leads. The way that's going to work is whether you call, text, or email, and whether the call is 5 minutes because you spoke to the person or 30 seconds because you got voicemail, you're always going to drop that lead off for 7 days. And when you call and actually speak to the person, that's exactly what you want. The challenge is 80% of the time, you're going to get voicemail. And when you get voicemail and it's a 30-second call, you definitely do not want to wait 7 days to call that person again. Because if that happens 3 or 4 times in a row, now it's been a month and you haven't spoken to somebody that you're supposed to be speaking to weekly. And when you finally get a hold of them, that's when you get the dreaded, we listed with somebody else. And so, what we can do with dynamic smart lists is dynamically schedule the next time a lead shows up on the smart list based on the specific activity logged. So here's a breakdown of cadences that we might set up for a weekly list. In this scenario, if you call and speak to the person and the call is greater than 2 minutes, we'll schedule the lead to show back up on the smart list in 7 days. But if the call is less than 2 minutes because you got voicemail, we're going to make that lead show back up in 2 days. Now, if you get 3 or 4 voicemails in a row, you're still speaking to the person in 6 to 8 days, which is when you wanted to speak to them. 3 or 4 additional calls out of your team within that 7 day period. And as Justin mentioned before, more calls equals more deals closed. For text, in outbound text, a lot of times agents will send a text or an email just to get the lead off the smart list. We make them show back up in 3 or 4 days. But an inbound text, inbound email, you have to reply to the text or email. So we make it show back up on the smart list immediately. Dynamic smart lists make the smart list work way better, and you're following up in a cadence that it's more optimal based on each activity that happens. And so you'll notice a lot more activity from your agents, and which will result in more appointments and more closed deals.